Hey folks, Species 7 here. Welcome back to a farming simulator with a more realistic mod. As you can see, we're just fueling up the harvester, which is not cheap. Well, it's not bad. About $1,000 worth of gas or so. So now let's get her out on the field because we need to harvest. We do. Field 26, if you look at the PDA, you'll see field 26 is flashing in red. Alright. It is up for auction. Now, we had an auction earlier, and basically it passed on it because it was a field way the heck off in some corner. I think it was 22 or something. So, whereas field 26 is right across the road from the farm, and is usually after these three fields are purchased where a person ends up buying. So we're gonna go over and have a look at the bid as soon as I get this guy set up and see what they're asking. There we go. And you need to fuel up as well. So yeah, we'll see what they want for field 26. Maybe put a bid on it if we have the money to do so. I imagine that we probably have some crop we could sell if we need to make up a little bit. But we'll see how that goes. I don't think actually, yeah. Let's get in this guy. And let's go grab... okay. The defoliator's not in there, right? Right. Alrighty. So it is where? Okay. I'm just looking for the device for topping the sugar beets. Now, I might have already taken it out here somewhere. I don't see it. Nope. Alrighty, I know I bought one. Okay, that's a little confusing because these need to be topped. Alright. So what the heck? Did I stick it down between buildings or something because I didn't have a lot of room? Probably, huh? Not there. Oh. Well, isn't that strange? Isn't that strange indeed? Well, might as well get out and grab this horseshoe, though, while we're here, eh? There it is. Yahoo! Alright, so... okay. We seem to have lost a piece of gear. There it is. Huh. Alright, well, it ain't far from all the rest of the stuff. Okay. I'm obviously just blind. Apparently I can't jump into the tractor from 20 feet away either. So I see that Darul has been busy, the fellow that built this mod, and has, released a new version of it. However, it doesn't really seem to be a lot of changes. Or there is, I guess there's a fairly lengthy changelog. I guess what it is it's not that there isn't that many changes, it's that the changes are more, you know, a little bit, there it is, code changes just to make things a little more accurate, right? You know, it's changes like change degree of access of blah 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 blah, so it's not like it was adapted to the new titanium map or something like that. So if that ever happens, we may re-look into this mod. We'll see how that goes. I haven't really decided how far. Whoops. how much further we will be going with this once we've tried pretty much everything. Then, well, I guess we'll have tried pretty much everything. Alright. Oh, I know why that was there. Because last time, for some reason, I thought I could fill it up with sugar beets. Well, that's something that was changed, was the turning radius on the tractors. And I thought it was a little off. Whoa. Although it's kind of hard to tell because everything tends to zip along. Okay, and I don't believe that you can hire a worker to do this. So, I think this has to be hand done. Alright. So, yeah, you can go ahead. What else have we got? This guy. Ah, right. Because I do need to go across the road here and have a look at what they want for... Oh, it's the big one on the top of the hill. Oh. Okay, that's the one that I usually use as eventually a field to provide bales for the cows. But the nice thing about 26 is if you buy that and eventually pick up 27, I don't think we're going to be anywhere near it even being able to put a bid on it, to be honest with you. But yeah, if you pick up 27 as well and plow the little road between them, you get this incredible field. You know, you can plant wheat on it and basically supply a month's worth of bales for one harvest. Alright, let's see what they think. I don't think we'll be able to afford to even bid. Oh, nominal value. The current bid is only 25. Okay, I thought this was a heck of a lot more. So yeah, we're going to put a bid on this. So when you bid, you add $1,000 above what the current is. So it's actually, our bid is going to cost $26,250. There we go. So, that means we'll end up picking this up probably for about 30K, which is well worth it because this is a nice size field and it is close to the farm. So most of our equipment will make it up this little bit of a hill. Like I say, you kick this little piece out here and that makes for quite the field. Whoa. Boing, 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 boing. You better check the air pressure in those tires. And bouncing around like that, maybe they're a bit soft. Okay. Yeah, I was thinking field 17 and 18 was the area that was up for auction, but should have known that wouldn't happen. Well, I've never actually seen 22 or 26 come up before either, I don't think. So this guy, well, we're going to want to hook him onto big trailer. There we go. Yeah, I'm also, for those of you that follow, I'm also, oh, I hate you. Alright. I'm also doing a walkthrough of the Titanium, the new Titanium version of Farming Simulator 2013. And because it doesn't have a sort of overreaching mod like this more realistic mod, of course I can add any mods to it I want. But I'm very worried about doing that for the simple reason that let's turn this on. For the simple reason that it's not like each map has a separate mod folder, right? So you're sort of in a position where you have to consider very seriously that what I load as a mod for the Platinum Edition could quite easily affect this, right? Which is not cool. So yeah, I'm just going to do this kind of cheaty. I just turn the machine off between that little aisleway there, and then we'll continue on the other side. Like, I'd like to have the inspector mod. I got kind of spoiled by that, to be honest with you. It's nothing else, I realize that, other than being spoiled. But, I don't want to take the chance of messing up our big base mod here, you know. I really don't, so. Oops, that's right. This is the sort of machine that needs turned on. I even have my finger hovering over the button, I don't know. I just sometimes, it's a long way from my brain to my hand. It didn't used to be when I was younger. It seemed like the connection was pretty close and pretty fast, but yeah, definitely with age, the links get a little longer. Yes, they do. Alright, well this is going to take us a while. Yes, it is. Probably about the amount of time it's going to take that other machine to harvest that entire field. But we will have to keep an eye on them and empty them out as well. Alright, shut it off. Turn it back on. Can hear the tractor rev. I like that bit. Apparently he did a few things with the sound, but mainly in cab. So yeah, I think when I get to the end of this one, I'm just going to stop for a second here. And see what's happening. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, you, sir, need to go and empty the harvester. So I am enjoying the titanium version. I see that there is now a built-in multiplayer sort of thing going on where you can set up your server, etc., etc., and that's kind of cool. I imagine that this would be... yeah, right. You gotta find those sweet spots. I imagine that this would be quite enjoyable as a multiplayer experience. Oh, come on. There we go. That's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculous, but that's alright. And unfortunately, because this thing is always on the wrong side, but if you start the harvester on the other end of the field so that you'll generally be on his offside when he fills, problem with it is he will end up hitting the tree. So I found that starting in this particular corner means he doesn't run into trouble for the entire harvest. Like right down to the last row, he can usually do the entire field without those annoying trees. You have outbid. Wow. Sure. There we go. Now let's get him out of the way. Yeah, nowhere along there until he was actually past it did he trigger to dump. That's not very good. Alright, now let's get back to this fella. No, this is nowhere near as easy as just using the big Maxtron device that does everything at once right up to harvesting. And basically all you gotta do is run around with a trailer and empty the guy out, but this is whatever, $150,000 to $200,000 cheaper, and does quite well. And you can't hire a worker, that's unfortunate, but at the same token, we're quite capable of driving a tractor, so away we go. Get all of these cut down, and then we can suck up our sugar beets and see how we make out. Hopefully fairly well. Now, like I said, the seed was incredibly expensive, but I also have enough to probably seed these fields 20 more times, because it took next to nothing. But that's one of the things that I think it is actually listed on the PDF that comes with the mod, but I don't remember the specifics of, you know, you use X number of seed per hectare of sugar beet and X number of seed per hectare for wheat, and they're all different, right? So I'm lucky if I can remember what day it is from sun up till sundown, leave alone 20 different parameters for seeds. But as I say, if you do download the mod, there is a PDF that comes with it that does give a plethora of detailed, very detailed information. Alright, I forgot to turn that off in between. Didn't really seem to care. Cool. It won't cut the tops off the grass. So, didn't get a secondary cheap lawnmower out of the deal. And I suppose there is always, we can look at it as the advantage of oops. Oh, nicely done, dummy. Do you see that? Overzealous with my shutoff control. And away we go. Lovely. One thing I have noticed, which I mentioned on the my titanium Let's Play, is that if you look at like there's quite a few new harvesters and such in the new DLC, and you know, if you look at their new big one, like they've got a case axial with a tracked harvester, right? Much like the TerraTrack, that the 770 TerraTrack that pretty much everybody that uses mods is using. But then you look at things, I mean, it's a beautiful model. It's gorgeous. You get inside, it's got all the switches and buttons and dials and stuff you could ever want. But the little things that you find the modding community does, like the working cameras on that TerraTrack, you won't find things like that from Giants, unfortunately. You know, they build functional models, so, and I suppose when you get right down to it, that's kind of cool too, because I don't spend a lot of time messing around with, you know, some of the really cool features that are on some of the mods that you can get from the community. You don't use them every single time, right? They're, you know, something you'll turn on or off once in a while. I mean, you know, do I open the door before I get out of the tractor? No, I just hit E and I'm out of the tractor, right? But there are quite a few mods that allow you to open the doors, and even those, I don't know. I suppose if you were trying to get the most realistic sim-type play available, you would use all of those, right? You wouldn't get out of a tractor without shutting off the engine, closing the door, type of thing. So, that's really going to bug me, that patch of that stuff sitting there like that. But what can you do? So yeah, imagine if you want to do the most realistic Let's Play possible, you know, all in-cab viewing and stuff like that, then you probably would find all of those mods. But then you'd be limited because you wouldn't be able to use Giant stock stuff because they have very few extras built in. But by the same token, they don't all of a sudden go flipping off upside down and do cartwheels across your field for no reason, as some mods have been known to do. So, but this is the point. I think we're actually going to end this episode here pretty quick, because I need to finish defoliating this entire field and harvesting the other one before I can show you the next step. And of course, we're always going towards that next step. I mean, I don't know, maybe you guys don't mind watching me go up and down these same fields, but like I say, I don't think that it's particularly the most interesting thing in the world. You know, it's different if you're actually playing the game, of course, because you're having that interaction going on with it. But I think for somebody watching it, you could probably only stand watching this for so long. But we're putting a pretty good dent on these fields, though. I'll give it that. Pretty good indeed. So, I was actually surprised that they came up with another bid so quickly for that property. I hope they're not going to try and drive it too high. I don't really want to have to stop doing everything else just to run down with a trailer full of grain or something to get a little more money. I'd actually hope to start paying the darn bank back pretty soon here. Oh, nice. Somebody's smoke detector's going off in my apartment block. Sitting here playing Farming Simulator as the place burns. Oh. I hear the sound of stomping, running footsteps. Yes, go put out whatever the hell you did. There you go. Get up there and yank that bloody battery out. Good show. I don't know. Some people just have to get it through their heads that those things stuck to the ceiling, those are not cooking timers, they're smoke detectors, you know? Yeah. I'll tell you. Sorry if I just whistled a bit. Really dry. There. Chug a nice slurp of coffee, that always helps. Alright. So yeah, these fields are coming along. I'm quite anxious to see if we make just good rockin' money off of these sugar beeties or not. I know that you do end up getting a lot out of a field. Or at least you did. Now again, this is going back to the original, not mod, so you did get a lot out of a field. We'll have to see whether that still holds true or not. How's he doing? He's still moving. Good, so he's not full. Cool. So yeah, folks, I think I'm going to probably end the episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is sugar beet harvesting at its finest. And, yeah, like I say, not perhaps as operator easy as using the big maxers, but, yeah. This is still a good way to do it, and seems to do just as good a job. And I'll bet that this little tractor uses a lot less fuel than that big Maxtron 660 or whatever the heck it's called. So yeah, that's got to be going for us, right? But anyways, this has been Species 7. If you liked the video, please leave a comment, leave a like, even subscribe if the mood hits you. They're all a simple button press away, it costs you nothing, and make my videos easier to find for you the next time. So, and until the next time, take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.